How's it going, guys? Cracked Rag here, and today I have quite the story for you all. So it should be a given that this How I Got Fired series can't last forever. I'm not like the fucking fast food Jesus fairy. I haven't worked at an infinite amount of places. There's only really one more firing tale I have for you all today, and that's this video. How I Got Fired from Starbucks. So just for proof that I'm not bullshitting you guys like Luna would, here's a photo of me working behind the till of the Starbucks I worked at. As you can see, I'm thrilled about being there. Now, Starbucks is honestly one of the most miserable places I've ever worked. I mean, sure, places like McDonald's were horrible, but Starbucks definitely took the cake for the job I hated being at the most. So this story starts about 7 months ago. It was right after I had just gotten fired from Taco Bell. See, I was living with my family members at the time, and I was making my money through both YouTube and freelance projects online. But my family members are pretty old-fashioned, and they didn't really understand what I was doing and thought I was just some pathetic grown man playing on my computer all day. So I decided I was just going to get a dumb part-time job I didn't really care about to shut them up while I did my actual work, which ended up being a massive mistake. So I did some job hunting online and found that my local Starbucks was hiring, and I applied. What followed was one of the most tedious fucking rabbit holes of bullshit I've ever been through in my life in regards to a job. So they called me, told me they were interested in doing a phone interview, and then proceeded to not get back to me on the phone for probably about a month, which is just so shitty to do to your future employees. Anyway, they scheduled an in-person interview. I went. It was just me pretending I had a stick up my ass and putting on a fake smile to impress them. Then, before I could even start working, they said I needed to do another stupid fucking thing for them. I had to do an orientation 2 weeks out. So I had to wait another 2 fucking weeks for that shit. Then, fast forward to the orientation, it's one of the worst orientations I've ever been to. They set me and like 3 teenage girls down at a table because I guess those are the only types of people who work at Starbucks apparently. And we were all in this small, cramped, muggy office. The manager that was training us put the Starbucks guidelines manual on the table in front of us, which was like fucking 300 pages long, and then the stupid bitch manager there proceeded to read the 300-page manual, word for word, very slowly for about 5 hours. It was so boring, and it wasn't like they were feeding us pivotal Starbucks information. It was shit like, don't sexually harass people, and don't be vulgar. It was atrocious. Then after that shit, I found out they weren't even gonna let me start working at the Starbucks I lived next to, which is where I applied. They wanted me to bust my ass all the way down to Portland, Oregon from Hillsboro to go to this special Starbucks that had people who could train me. And I thought, you know, fine, I'll suffer through 2 weeks of bullshit for an easy, chill job that'll shut my family the fuck up. What ended up happening was not that. So I was bussing my ass down to the Starbucks every day and working my ass off in the hopes that this suffering would all be over with soon and then I'd be able to work at the location next to my house. Those 2 weeks were awful. See, this was right when COVID-19 was just becoming a thing and Starbucks was freaking out. We had to take so many dumb precautions just to do the most basic menial tasks, and it was miserable. I also watched an old lady die. She had a heart attack at the fucking Starbucks stand and she had to be carried out in a stretcher. Anyway, after I finished those 2 weeks of bullshit, I was finally able to work at the location near me. However, the manager then revealed to me she wanted me to do special cash register training over 50 miles away at some bullshit location I'd have to bus to at like 6 in the morning. So at this point I was like, are you fucking me right now? I am not doing that with a smile on my face. At that moment, I decided I was just gonna fuck with Starbucks because I was done with them, and I did this instead of just quitting because at least this way I'd make some income for fucking around on their dime. So the morning of reckoning came. I got up at like 5 in the morning to go bus down to this sketchy location all the way out in like Southwest Oregon. There was nobody on the bus except for me and this fucking pedophile, and I say that because he was like this weird 50-year-old bald dude wearing a trench coat who had a mustache who kept like giggling to himself. I don't know, it was really uncomfortable, and it was just me and him on the bus for the entire hour I was on there. So anyway, I finally get to this location. I'm sweating because of all the goddamn walking I had to do, and I'm there for training with like 4 other people who do not want to be there, and the lady training us was a fucking bitch, and if she's watching this, she knows who she is. She was like this 40-year-old, very clearly single lady who is super passive-aggressive and controlling. Keep in mind, me and all of the people at this training were well over 18, and she was acting like we were all 13 years old and trying to tell us what to do beyond what was appropriate. So I rebelled against her obvious power complex she had by doing things to annoy her on purpose. For example, at one point she was trying to demonstrate something I didn't care about at all, like I think it was about fucking candy sales or something, which had nothing to do with my job. So I started hitting on this small, like, foreign exchange 19-year-old girl student who was also training. I had no actual interest in her, I just knew it would annoy the shit out of that lady, which it very much so did. She was staring at me with, like, death eyes. The next thing I did was during the next demonstration, I pulled out a pen and a small pad of paper from my coat and started sketching Deadpool right in front of her, which she caught on to immediately and gave me a verbal warning. Everyone was fucking holding back laughter at this training except for her. So anyway, after a few hours of this tedious fucking garbage, she pulled me aside and said if I kept up this behavior, she was going to get me terminated. So I decided I was going to flex my rebellious muscles in front of her stupid bitch face once again. So I said in exact quotes, "Sorry for acting like a douchebag. I haven't had my caffeine today." Now this shocked her sensitive 40-year-old virgin ears. She could not believe I had the audacity to say a mild swear word in front of a grocery store manager. So she took me to HR, and I just gave a blasé explanation of what I did in exact words without even lying about it, and they just wrote me up. I went home and continued going to work after that incident. They didn't actually know what happened at my location. They didn't even talk to me about it for like a month and a half, and I earned a good $800 there before the manager of that location finally caught word of the horrible things I did. He brought me into his office and said, "Look, we're looking for workers who take things a little more seriously, so we're gonna have to let you go." He had a smug, like, businessman look on his face, as if he just totally overpowered me and owned me. But I metaphorically spit in his stupid face by saying, "Okay, bye," in a blasé way, and he looked so defeated. I very aggressively grabbed my final paycheck off his desk and left the office, leaving his door open as a final fuck you. That's my story of working at Starbucks. Now, I know people say you should respect low-income workers of places like Walmart, and you definitely should. The actual workers of those places are very nice people, but the managers of these places are fucking narcissists. They take the job way too seriously, past what is necessary to actually run the place, and I don't feel bad about fucking with them, because, I mean, if you constantly put out negativity and make your work environment that awful, I mean, what comes around goes around, dude, so that's on them. I don't give a shit at all. No regrets. I've had managers before of extremely stressful places that were excellent people that gave off positive vibes. I mean, one of my old managers had cancer, and he was still a very nice, good person to people. So, there's no excuse. Anyway, that's all for today. See ya.